Oh, hi, everybody.
Hola.
Welcome. I'm just pouring myself a glass of wine. You know how it is.
Mine's already been poured, so.
Well, welcome to Wine Talk. We are welcome to Sam Jose. I am Sam, and this is
Jose.
And we are your hosts for this evening's episode and all of the episodes of Wine Talk. I say that as if there's different hosts, but there aren't.
I mean, unless you have different personalities going through your head.
Hey, I have very multiple personalities. Or characters, I would say, is probably a better approach to that, since I'm a writer and I come up with different ideas.
Hi, Kim.
Hi, Kim. Welcome.
Yes, you are always the first.
You are
Kim.
first to join us, as you are one of our top fans, and we are a fan of you. So yes. Welcome. Tonight we are enjoying another Aldi wine. As you can tell, I went shopping at Aldi and just raided their wine aisle. Now, part of the thing, now I said this in the last episode, Aldi does have certain contracts with certain wineries to make exclusive blends for their, or labels for their stores. A lot of supermarkets will do this, or specific carriers will do this to make sure that they have something exclusive to encourage customers to come out. Now, Aldi has some really good wines, even though they're lower priced wines. I don't think that you have to pay a lot of money to get a quality wine, but sometimes you do. We're going to try this wine. It's a Pinot Noir. So this is the first time we've had a Pinot Noir. This is from William Wright, premium hand-selected Pinot Noir, 2017, Monterey County. Now this one is from the William Wright Winery in Greenfield, California. It is a California Pinot Noir. In the U.S., generally, Oregon is known for its Pinot Noirs, but California actually produces more Pinot Noir than Oregon. Pinot Noir grapes themselves grow in slightly cooler regions. It is a red grape, and it is known as being kind of fickle as far as it grows. But it presents with a really nice color. It's a nice, deep, rich red, or garnet, I guess, almost.
Ooh, that's cool.
It is a very nice red color. We've got a light right that's shining on us, and it's just really beautiful. So if you're joining us, the wine that we are enjoying is this William Wright.
Ooh, that works.
Ooh, it is. It's a very pretty, deep, rich garnet. Oh, it's really nice.
Nice.
On the nose, it is a little bit fruit forward. I'm getting some cherry, maybe blackberry, I guess.
Ooh, you're not gonna like it. Like now he's like, no,
it's actually okay. It's a tannic wine, but it's not heavy. It's not a full heavy bodied. It's medium bodied at best. I was actually reading up on the Pinot Noir grape a little bit today, and it really took off back in the early 2000s with the movie Sideways. There was mention of it, or I've never seen the movie. But it actually took off, and the production of Pinot Noir has actually increased significantly since that movie came out, which is pretty interesting that pop culture can drive wine production to a very large degree. So that is the wine we're drinking. If you're enjoying an adult beverage or another wine of sorts, let us know what you're drinking. We do like a good red wine or white wine or beer or a mixed drink or cocktail, vodka, tequila, all of that. We enjoy it all. So if you're enjoying something, go ahead and just leave a note for us and let us know what you enjoy and what you're enjoying with us tonight. Now, tonight we want to touch base on Orlando. We really love Orlando. We live in the Orlando area for a reason. And Jose and I have talked and we've discussed this, and we've thought that, you know, there's some other great places in the nation. If we were to move anywhere else, where would we want to go? And we really don't want to go anywhere else.
Nowhere. I'm just kidding.
Now, Orlando gets a lot of a bad rap from a lot of different people because it's considered this tourist town, or there's nothing great in Orlando. If you know people that have lived here their entire life, they see it as just another city. Whereas we feel like there are specific little gems in the Orlando area. So before we get into our little stories of great places we enjoy, we want to help you out. So if you live in Orlando and you work in the hospitality industry, I want to show you this right here. Down at the bottom of the screen, you'll see scrolling. But right there is the Florida Hospitality Industry Association. I'm going to cover up my number. But as you can see, the logo, Hospitality Industry Association right there. These, you can go to their website. They're doing a promotional price right now of $25 a year. If you work within the hospitality industry, and they usually just require like the logo on your
It's just pay
stub or even a picture of your ID. So they just want to verify that you work there. Now, the whole purpose of this program, the people that have set it up, is they work with different hospitality locations all around Florida. And they want people that work within the hospitality industry to come out and enjoy their offerings, sometimes complimentary. So some of these are free. Yeah. We go out and we do mini golf for free, or we'll experience some of the free attractions. Now, the whole purpose of this is so that you go back, and when you're working, if people come in and they go, hey, what else is there fun to do? You can be like, hey, this is something really fun that you can do, or you can go do this. And there's a lot of things that we've discovered all throughout Florida. Now, it's not just the Orlando area. It's anywhere in the state of Florida. If you work in hospitality in Florida, go ahead, go to their website, floridahia.com, and check out their really great program.
I think there's like 6 or 7 pages of discounts that you can get all over Florida.
All over the state. So up in St. Augustine, St. Petersburg,
there's stores,
Key West,
restaurants, hotels, attractions, you name it,
tours,
anything
museums. It's really great. So go out and enjoy it, explore Florida, and enjoy what it has to offer, and then share it with other people, because there's a lot of really good gems here. So to kind of expand upon that topic,
I'll remind you, Richard.
yeah, Richard, we'll have to. So with that being said, we want to kind of share some of our adventures in Orlando, because we love the Orlando area. And as things start to open up with COVID, we're going to probably take our time to get back out there a little bit.
Yep.
But there's a lot of places that we know are ready to open and are doing it in a very intelligent or smart way, because they want to make sure that their customers or their guests are safe. And so we'll probably venture out and start exploring some of those places in the near future and sharing those videos with you, so you can kind of see what these businesses or tourist locations are doing as they continue to open and deal with this new environment that we're all living in.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a little bit of that for you. But I'm going to let Jose get us started. We're drinking an adult beverage, so let's tell them about our favorite place to get adult beverages.
Of course. Well, there's so many places that we like to go to, but one of our favorite places is sorry, there's a little fuzzy flying around my face.
Cheers.
Is it Fishbones on Sand Lake, and right next to International Drive. So Fishbones, they have a happy hour 7 days a week, starting at 4:30 until 6:30. And their happy hour is amazing. Mm-hmm. It's probably the best happy hour that we actually been to, because basically everything, including appetizers, Cosmos, martinis.
They have some wines.
Basically, it's all 50% off, or if not up to 50% off. And the drinks are fantastic. You just need 2 martinis, and then you're set for the whole entire evening.
Yeah, they have real fruit infused vodka martinis that are just really good. They're smooth. It's a nice, just really good offering.
We are regulars there now, so
the service is always been great. And that specific Fishbones Cafe, or I think it's Fishbones Cafe or Grill or
something.
It's owned by the same people that own Bonefish and Vito's Chop House and some of those other ones. It's a local restaurant. A restaurateur chain where they own several different versions or focuses, I guess, as far as the meals. You have some seafood, Chop House as far as steaks and whatnot. So, but Fishbones has an extremely, really good happy hour. And so we'll go there and we'll get their appetizer and one of their drinks or 2 of their drinks. And then we'll go and enjoy something else on International Drive. And it makes for a really, really great date evening.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of my favorite spots to go to. I mean, like I said, there's numerous places that I like to go to, but that's my top number 1.
And the service is really good too.
Yeah.
I mean, the people that work in the bar area where we go and sit is just there.
We're like friends with them now.
You're like,
they're like, hey, we haven't seen you in 2 weeks. And we're like, oh.
Well, now it's been a couple of months.
So a couple months.
A little bit different,
but
whatever.
For a little bit, we were going like we went twice.
We were taking friends. So so before COVID started, our whole goal was to reconnect with some old friends that we had and try to just rebuild relationships and surround ourselves with good people that we enjoy or have enjoyed spending time with in the past, and kind of rebuilding those connections. And so a couple of them we went to Bonefish with. So we'd gone on some, I guess, Fishbone, yeah, Fishbones. Same kind
I do the same thing.
But it was really great to be able to go and reconnect over a few drinks at a local place, which is owned by a local company, because it isn't a national chain. It's not something that you're going to get in Vegas too. You know what I mean? Which leads me, these date nights that we have, that leads me just to kind of talk about some of the miniature golf in the area, especially on International Drive, which is really, really fun. And we've got a really diverse array of different miniature golf courses all the way up International Drive, down around near Disney. Both theme park companies, as far as Universal and Disney, they both own miniature golf courses of their own. And Jose and I we enjoy competition at miniature golf.
I always win.
Not so always.
He cheats.
How can I cheat when I always lose? That doesn't make any sense.
You said I don't always win.
Anyways, so some really great courses is Pirates Adventure Miniature Golf. We've been there several times. They have 2 different courses. Most miniature golf courses will have 2 different courses. One of them is going to be more difficult than the other. So always go in and check which one is going to be best for you.
Do you really feel like trying, or you don't feel like trying at all?
We have fun. I enjoy the little games that come along with the cards, as far as like things to look for, or the stories that they come up with at these miniature golf courses. Congo River is another good one that we've been to a couple of times. There's Lost Taverns. Universal's got ones that are based upon it's the drive-in miniature golf. So they kind of did a play on a drive-in movie and drive-in golf course. And so you've got the 1950s alien invasion movie that you get a miniature golf course through, which is kind of comical. Or you have the 1950s, 60s horror movie, which you get a miniature golf through. Yep. Disney's got 2 different courses. They've got Fantasia Miniature Golf, which is all Fantasia themed. And that has 2 courses. One of them is the Greens, which is not as themed, but it's more difficult. And then you have Summer Winterland, which is also fun. And they've got the 2 different courses, which are all based upon Santa out at summer, because it's right near Blizzard Beach.
I actually never done that one.
We're going to
always wanted to do it.
We've done Fantasia.
But a lot of people in my past said it wasn't really fun or anything. So
I like Winter Summerland. We're going to have to go do that one. I love Winter Summerland. It's so like cheesy and corny, but it's like, it's just funny.
Sam's favorite thing.
I love cheesy and corny. I love the campy. I love that a lot of these tourist locations, especially the ones that own it, that like put in the cheesiest stuff and then they like max it up and they're just like, we're going to really make this cheesy and fun. Because especially when they're passionate about it and they create these little tourist trap attractions, some of these miniature golf courses that we've been to are really cheesy. Not all the ones on International Drive. Some of them have really high production value as far as like the little thematic elements. And as far as the courses go, they have really cool interaction stuff. But yeah, as far as the cheesiness of it, the cheesier the better. I mean, life that can be too stressful and too extreme and too literal. Like sometimes you just got to have fun with it. Yeah. So yeah, I love Universals because like the alien invasion one, it's cheesy. You have all these little cheesy aliens.
It is beyond cheesy.
But it's so cute. And every green is a photo opportunity. Every green has like music and sound effects that come up and lighting effects. And the Disney ones, Winter Summerland's the same way. Like you come up and Santa's sleeping in the sand. Like it's just funny. It's funny. It's funny. So miniature golf is something we enjoy doing in Orlando. And yes, a lot of cities have their miniature golf courses. None of them have as many or as a variety as much as Orlando does.
Just walk down I-Drive.
Yeah, you're like, there's another golf course, there's another golf course, there's another mini golf course there.
There's all over the place. They have mini golf courses.
Yep.
It's always a bad time when we're like, where do you want to go? Let's go mini golfing. Which one? Oh, I don't know. We've done all of them, so let's see if we can get a high score on this one today.
Now, something else that Orlando has a lot of that Jose wants to talk about is...
Well, talking about the theming and being immersive and all that stuff, one of our other favorite things that we like to do is escape rooms. Mm-hmm. And since we're talking about the Florida HIA card, you actually get a pretty good discount on most of the escape rooms. If they're on the list, you get either
some of them 50% off.
50%
up to
off.
4 people. Yeah.
Up to 4 people. That's a huge discount. So instead of paying $30, $35 per person, you get to pay $15 to $17, for a whole entire hour with all of your friends.
And that may sound like a lot, $15 for an hour, but you got to think like you're going to see a movie for two hours for sometimes $15 or whatnot. Yeah. And I'm just going to say escape rooms are worth it. Every single time we've gone into one, I've left that experience feeling like I had a really great time and it was worth it. Every single time.
And fun fact, that was actually one of our first few dates that we had.
Yeah.
And it was with our friends, Beth and Brian. We decided to do...
It was for Brian's birthday.
I'll tell you this quick story really quick. I won't tell too many other details. But we decided it was for Brian's birthday. So Beth invited us to go do this escape room that we're like, okay, we've never done one before. Let's do it.
It was a competition one.
Yep. So it was the face-to-face, face on, face up, whatever it was. 2 teams. They don't have it anymore. They changed it out and they put a new game in. So you had 2 different teams and we had to compete to get out of the room before the other team does. But you also have to work together and communicate because pieces that the other team had, you needed to do a little bit of trading and all that stuff. So it was a lot of fun, but that's where we found out that we work very well together because we did not have any issues like at all. We're like, okay, you're doing that, I'm doing this. Get it? We're doing that, blah, 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 and it just worked out.
We hadn't even been together a full month yet, and we beat the married couple with kids. Well, 1 kid at the time.
It was amazing.
But it was I was surprised because
you're doing it wrong. That's how they're supposed to do it. I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, we knew going into the escape room that it was going to be a test of our relationship because here we are competing against another couple. And we got to make sure that we're communicating properly. So it was kind of fun. A lot of fun. And we've done a lot of different escape rooms throughout Orlando. And we did one on the Independence of the Sea when we were on that one, which was a beautiful escape room. Yep. But Orlando really has some great ones. Escapology, they had the one on the train we did that was a lot of fun. And America's Escape Game has some really great ones.
I think we've done like every single
The Great Escape was another one.
Yep.
Yeah, so
there's
definitely
so
if you've never done one, check one out and check. They're different themes. So if you don't want scary, they have like critical thinking. If you want heist version, they've got a heist version. If you want,
but the thing I like about it is that it really challenges your brain. Like I feel like I worked out my brain whenever I get out of there. I'm like, wow, that was a lot of fun because you don't get to use certain skills that every single day that you just go about. When you actually get into that room, you're like, I have to do math and I need to solve these things and I need to like use this that I actually never thought I would use, but now I'm using it in this escape room. Or I don't know something and then Sam would be like, oh, that's easy. You just do this and then coordinate with this and that. I'm like, oh.
And then you learn something.
And I'm like, I just learned that. Okay, cool. Well, since you do that, I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Yeah, so escape rooms are definitely something that we absolutely enjoy.
Some of them are really fun because they can be scary. And there's like loud noises and it's in the dark and all that stuff. So
I wasn't scared. I walked down the hallway all by myself, the dark hallway.
Listen, if they tell me that there's this little tiny girl that's supposed to come out and she's crazy and she's out to kill you. And there's knocking on doors and it's
an escape room.
No,
I don't know.
No, all I saw was too many crazy things on the walls and things. And I was
like, we were
in
an escape room at an abandoned house in the middle of nowhere. Then maybe I'd be a little afraid. But on International Drive in a strip mall, I'm gonna be okay.
I don't know about that. And yes,
actually, you're right. That's a lot scarier.
Yeah. And yes, Ken, math. I'm gonna die as well.
Yeah, in the escape room, right?
I can't do math that well.
So escape rooms are definitely really exciting. The final thing I want to touch base on as far as the Orlando area goes, something that we really enjoy are the little gems. And there's 2 I want to mention just very quickly. The number 1 gem that I really enjoy is the Morse Museum, which is up in Winter Park. just north of downtown Orlando. And the Morris Museum has one of the largest collections of Tiffany glass in the world, and it's beautiful, and it's funded by an endowment. So they do have ticket prices. I think it's like $10 to get in. Sometimes they have $5 Mondays or something like that, and it's half price. But the Morris Museum, you've got all this Tiffany glass and American art. So there's other American artwork in there as well. But it's this pretty extensive museum, and they've set up different scenes from their house, from their estate, that you can kind of walk through, and they have pieces from all of that. And it's just really beautiful. And that's one of those things that I look at the Orlando area and I'm like, wow, there's culture. I mean, we've got theme parks, but we've also got culture. And to kind of tie into that, I also want to bring up in that same, just north of Orlando as well, the downtown Orlando, is Lou Gardens. And if you haven't seen Lou Gardens, it's really beautiful. It's an estate that was deeded over to the city back, I want to say in the 60s.
It was 1962, I believe.
Yeah, that was your fun fact. So you would know. And if you haven't seen Lou Gardens, if you check out our YouTube channel, Welcome to San Jose, we do have a video that I just posted this week, kind of showcasing Lou Gardens and our visit there just recently. Beautiful. And those are the gems that I enjoy about the Orlando area is, yes, we've got theme parks and we've got world-class entertainment. Well, right now, not really, but we've got amazing things. But the most important thing to remember is we've got stuff outside of the parks, and there is, if you want entertainment, there is world-class entertainment here outside of the theme parks. Like there's community, there's regional theaters, there's repertory theaters, there's all this great stuff. They're not doing anything right now, but as Orlando reopens and as the world kind of reopens, explore those things. Especially if you're from outside of Orlando, look at some of the local stuff, the local arts. It's incredible. Yeah, it really is. From performing arts to the aesthetic arts to architecture even, there's some really cool stuff just everywhere in Orlando.
And especially right now during this time where they don't have any people coming in through the doors, and a lot of these small places are either nonprofit or they don't get any funds coming in from anybody. So make sure that once they do open up, or if you want to help them out right now, just buy like a gift card or gift certificate or make a donation to them just to kind of help them out. And just try to help them out so we can keep all those arts and entertainment forms around.
The cultural stuff, it's important. We want to come through this with the cultural stuff as well. Like everybody's like talking about the economy, and that is important. But to me, it's that aspect of human creation that is important to me. It's that human connection that we could potentially lose, or
it's a lot of history that we're not aware of sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So to turn things back up on a positive note,
hi Heather.
Ultimately, we just want to say Orlando's got some really cool stuff. So really quickly, we want to wrap up this episode. Thank you to everybody who's been watching. Really quickly, I'm going to present this one more time. This is my Florida Hospitality Industry Association card. This is what helps Jose and I really kind of enjoy some of the things in Orlando. You can check out that website right here. If you check that out, if you work in the hospitality industry, you can get a discount. And then that way you can carry that discount in through all of these different places all over Florida, not just Orlando area. And then also, if you want to, one last thing for the wine we're drinking, if you want to bring that up. We have enjoyed this wine from Aldi. It is a William Wright Premium Hand-Selected Pinot Noir, 2017. It is a little smoky, but I believe that's kind of common with the 2017 wines from California due to the fires.
It gets better with the more you drink. It gets a little bit better. There's more fruitier notes in there that you'll get, and the smokiness kind of balances everything out.
We do. You want to let this wine open up. It actually is much better. We let it open up for about an hour before this episode, and then we also used an aerator, which added probably another hour or two of decanting.
But I feel like that wasn't even enough.
It probably wasn't enough. It probably could have used 5 or 6 hours of decanting, to be completely honest.
Well,
but even with that, it's not a terrible wine for the price. It was less than $10. So it works for us, and we love Orlando. So that's tonight's episode. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us. Please make sure to head to our YouTube and Facebook channels, like, subscribe, share these videos, leave comments. Let us know what elements of these videos you love, We want to kind of continue to expand this channel and share all these great stuff with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Jose's like, I got wine. I'm good.
It was my day off. I'm relaxed. And now this lovely wine is sitting there, which is calling my name again. Because, I'm empty.
So thank you for joining us. I'm Sam.
And I'm Jose.
And we are Welcome to San Jose. You have an amazing, amazing night.
Good night.